of conditions are you aware of? I mean, what type of have you come across before?
Well, the Prophet ﷺ also explained that al-Muslimuna عند شروطهم. That's a sound hadith, highly sound hadith.
Mm.
The Muslims are bound to their conditions,
Mm.
except a condition which makes a lawful lawful,
Yeah,
or makes a lawful unlawful.
yeah.
So if
So
it
you couldn't,
is,
for instance, say if you eat pork, I'll get married to you, for instance, because that goes
uh,
against.
yeah, well, it's not that extreme
Yeah,
because obviously, if this is the case, then we're not talking about a practicing Muslim.
yeah,
We're not talking about a Muslim to begin with.
yeah.
But there are things which are common,
Mm.
like she agrees to marry that person provided
Mm.
he would sever the relationship with his family. He has
Mm.
nothing to do with his parents. He would not visit them, nor would he let them visit him. Or a man who is married previously and he have kids.
Mm.
So he's proposing to a woman. He loves her so much, and she says, "Yeah, but you have kids.
Mm.
You have kids." So he says, "Forget about them. They would live with their mom." She
Mm.
says, "Okay, I would marry you on one condition. Your kids are not allowed to come in our life whatsoever. And you're not going to spend any money on them. They're hers. We have
Mm.
nothing to do with them. Your own mine." So say, "Agree, but just marry me."
Mm.
That's a haram
Yeah,
condition.
it's not permissible.
It's not effective.
Mm.
Even if you have made so many, the Prophet ﷺ said, even if it is 1,000 condition,
Yeah,
it shouldn't be fulfilled.
yeah.
It shouldn't be fulfilled. And it's ineffective. And all the consequences of such condition will be nullified and
Mm.
invalid, of no effect whatsoever.
So the
Like,
condition of the condition is that it has to be permissible generally in Islam.
excellent, permissible at least.
Yeah,
But if it is haram, then it is in vain,
yeah,
ineffective.
yeah.
If it is to do something which is wajib, it's already confirming what is mandatory. Another example to making a condition which is haram
Mm.
is to make a condition. He's already married and he's proposing to another woman. So she says, on one condition, you gotta let your wife know that you're marrying me.
Mm.
That's a good condition.
Mm.
That's a perfect condition. As a matter of fact, I normally advise
Mm.
if a woman is going to be a second or
Mm.
whatever, she should make certain that her husband
Mm.
has informed
Mm.
his wife, his
Mm.
current wife, not because it is required for the validity of the
Mm.
marriage.
Yeah.
No, but it is required for the continuity and the sustainability of
Yeah.
this marriage.
Mm.
Okay, so that's a
You're
valid
finding
condition.
it in a lot of these cases, where if the wife does find out later, it causes a lot of problems in the family.
Akhi, eventually
good
she will
advice.
find out.
Well, it's not an
Eventually-
actual condition of the.
I'm sorry?
It's not an actual condition, that you don't have to.
No, it's
the
not a
same.
requirement for the validity of the marriage contract.
Yeah.
It is not a requirement, but for the welfare and the
Yeah.
well-being of this woman,
Yeah.
she must make certain that everything is transparent, everything is clear. He's not hiding anything. He's not afraid of anything.
Sheikh, what are some other examples? What you've actually come across? Because I've never heard of some of these conditions you're mentioning. Subhanallah, I can't imagine someone would.
Yeah, there is. It happens a lot that when a couple are in love, for
Mm.
instance, he loves his co-worker, his
Mm.
colleague, his neighbor,
Mm.
and or his cousin,
Mm.
and then she's willing to marry him. He's already married. She
Mm.
says on one condition, you divorce your wife.
Subhanallah.
That's a huge sin.
Yeah.
That's a big, big, big sin.
Mm.
لتكفأ ما في صحفتها. The Prophet ﷺ warned
Mm.
against that. That's a
Yeah.
big, big sin. So you already know that he's married, and you're absolutely free to say no. But to ask him to divorce his wife so that you can marry him, or marry him on a condition that a month or two later he will divorce his wife,
It's very
this
sad,
condition
subhanallah.
is definitely invalid. So you find the Prophet ﷺ is keeping balance between the importance of the fulfillment of the vows, the covenants, and the conditions, especially the conditions which were stipulated at the time of the marriage contract,
Mm.
through which she agreed to marry you. And meanwhile, that you do not step beyond your boundaries.
Mm.
You do not intervene with Allah's business.
Yeah.
Whatever Allah has made uh, halal, you
Mm.
cannot stipulate a condition to make it haram.
Yeah.
And whatever Allah have made haram, unlawful, you cannot stipulate a condition to make it lawful.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you're going to marry me. Look, I'm an outgoing person.
Mm.
I don't wear hijab. I'm not willing to wear hijab. I know you're a nice guy,
Mm.
and I know you're jealous. So if it is okay with you, I will never wear hijab. I go out, I hang out with boys. If that is okay with you, guess what? Some people would say yes, hoping that will change. But
SubhanAllah.
eventually,
Mm.
he will change.